All this cold weather in the morning's messing up your detailing routine.
Right.
Having to do a lot of it in the garage.
Yeah.
Good morning, Ruby.
Oh.
Hey, Donnie.
Hey, pretty girl.
You heading to get the paper?
Yeah.
Have fun.
Thank you, pretty girl.
You're back from your paper already. Bye. You can go down and get the paper and be back quicker than I can get buckled in and all my stuff sorted and leave. It's pretty funny. We are now at 2018.42.2. Woo! So you can now use the calendar, energy, rear camera, and phone applications at the same time as the media player. Doesn't say browser though. Hopefully browser too. They go above the media player. So I'm gonna put on music for this morning. Where's Van Halen? And let's pause it. And I'm gonna bring up the browser. But I can't put the browser up there. Better be able to put the browser up there. I think I was told that's as high as it goes. Oh.
Energy.
So everybody else got their camera where they can put it back up top now. But if I want the web browser up top, I can't. I still can't do what I personally want to do, which is really kind of a bummer. So I'm still not happy because I want my pictures up top and my music at the bottom. Happy Halloween! So I did get my picture that I wanted up on the screen, but I can't. If I hit music, it goes away. I guess the nice thing is if you come back to the web browser, it is still there. But I have to go through the trouble of sliding it up, and I can't have the music. So those that wanted the camera up on top, I'm sure they're happy now. But I'm not so happy that the browser doesn't do the same thing. For me, I want the browser up top and the music on the bottom like I used to be able to do. Alright, here's an appropriately spooky Halloween photo. I always wondered why people said Happy Halloween, because is it really that happy? Well, you have a good day, buddy. I love you. I'm probably picking you up this afternoon. Miss Michelle can only shop for half a day.
Love you, Mom.
Love you too. So what I learned is if you have music up and you want to open up one of the other apps, let's just say Energy here, that it does put it up at the top for you. But the browser is not included in the things that you can dock above the music. So when I click on web, it gets away music. Now I can make it bigger and smug mug, and the browser will eventually blow the picture up to fill the screen. Sometimes quicker than others. But if I put music back, it gets rid of the browser. So I don't know why they excluded the browser from the ability to dock on top, but they did. This morning I'm stopped at the Target in Garner. I need cat litter, which I can't get at Walmart, and PetSmart's not open yet, and I'm gonna check for Hot Wheels cars. I should have come into Target tomorrow when all the Halloween is on clearance. That's what I should have done, but I really needed the cat litter today. So I found 3 more Tesla Model X, the new black ones. Although I find it interesting that all of the Tesla cars have to have Tesla on the side of them, and none of the other cars do that. So the going rate at Target here this holiday season is $12 an hour. Is that good or bad? Seems okay. I'm headed back to the house now to spend a few minutes with Dawn. Michelle's able to meet me at Fuquay Guardian Angel this morning, but not the rest of the day. They've got plans this afternoon, special Halloween plans. Yeah. So after I shop with Michelle, I think I'm going to come back to the house and get Dawn, and we're going to go out and test nav on autopilot and spend the afternoon and then go get Johnny. Johnny wants to trick or treat, and I think we're going to take him over to Ballantyne community where Miss Kelly lives and a few other folks we know. So he'll get to trick or treat a little bit. He has a robot costume we built a few years ago, and he wants to wear the same costume, which is fine with Mom. It's fine with Mom. It's a great costume. He can't see in it, but as long as I guide him down the street, we're good. Ariel's birthday. Well, and maybe a little bit for Connor and Devin for Halloween. It was 41 here this morning, but it's already up to 57. And I think Don said something like close to 80 today. Like a huge temperature shift today. Yep, it's going to be a warm one. But that's all right. I'm happy the kids here won't be cold in their Halloween costumes. You can do so much more when you don't have to worry about staying warm in your costume. Michelle will be here at Guardian Angel in just a minute. It was really hectic at the house. I had waited to wrap those gifts until the last minute. Don was kind enough to cook breakfast and make me something good. I had a chicken fajita wrap. So I really enjoyed that. Michelle is picking up her kids early today so she can do a bunch of makeup and stuff for their Halloween time later. Good morning. Let's see how decked out you are. All decked out. The Terminator today, huh? Cool.
Got your stuff in the car, but I'll give it to you after we shop, I guess.
Okay. We haven't even been inside and we've already found something for Connor. They hang the best stuff in the window.
Oh yeah.
For my Thanksgiving tablescape. Build-A-Bear experience where the kids get to make the bears is great, but then they end up at Guardian Angel and you can get them for really inexpensive. And look at her, she's all dressed up and everything. I spy a mermaid, Michelle.
How did I miss that?
I don't know.
Oh, my eyes are going.
Oh, is that Jeff? That's great.
Alright, maybe.
That's great, Jeff. That's great. I sold almost all of the Halloween stuff, so they started putting out the Christmas stuff. Oh my goodness, I've ran into one of the original Ghostbusters here at Guardian Angel today. Let's spin around, let's see the pack. He is ready to get rid of the ecto. Yeah, that's awesome. And you made it yourself?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, you ever wore it to a convention?
I've not, no.
Well, it's convention worthy.
Yeah, it is.
Aw, this one says it's for Johnny and it has a little black cat. That's so sweet. And this one is for you.
Aww,
You've been booed.
Oh. And this is Johnny's little car that you just got him.
Okay. Surprise!
He is ready to hit the road.
Alexa's ready to hit the road, so am I.
Oh, I can't win with all the noises the car makes and trying to shoot video. It's just the way it is.
Chatty things.
Yes. So we're going to go test out Nav on autopilot.
Yeah. And we're doing the Mad Max, baby.
Yeah.
Nothing but Mad Max. Navigate to South Point Mall.
And just for you, I'm going to make a little bit of noise.
That's right. We got to know when it's making the turns.
Exactly. Okay. So poor Don is having Tesla confusion. He's so used to driving autopilot in the Model 3 now that he put Ruby in neutral, trying to mess with Ruby, trying to do autopilot in Ruby, and
yeah, it's I tell you, I'm having lever confusion. I did 2 down, and it didn't go into auto. It didn't do autopilot because it's not down. It's 2 back on the X, and then of course to cancel it, which was, you know, I was coming up to a traffic light and I wanted to cancel it. I pushed up on it, which is what you do on the Model 3 to cancel autopilot.
right.
But here you have to, it's pushed forward. So it's like, yeah. And then as I messed with the lever over on this side, and all of a sudden the car was in neutral. So I'm having lever confusion. I think that they made the UIs the same. At least they should give you a setting. I didn't say make it mandatory. they should give you a setting that you can put in your driver profile that says make the levers work like the Model 3 or X. You know, you can make it, you can't really make the Model 3 work like the Model X because it doesn't have the little lever. But I could flip this one over here, and I could do the scroll wheels.
You can make the X work like the 3.
You can make the X work like the 3.
Well, I think there's definitely something to be said for driving the same car all the time and being very used to where things are in your car. So when you switch to any other car where things are different at all, it can be a problem. I had originally vied for us getting an S as our second Tesla, and the reason is because the MCU and the wheel and the autopilot and all that stuff is exactly the same. You know, about the only thing I can think of off the top of my head that's different between the S and the X is that the seat belts don't adjust in the S. Well, that and the doors, but you know, the doors don't open for you on the 3 either, so yeah, gotta throw that in there. So we are out on I-540, which is the toll road here. And we've talked about this road before. It's meant for autonomous driving tests, although I'm not sure any manufacturer has taken the state up on using it in such a capacity yet. And we have navigated to South Point Mall because we want to go check in this potential new supercharger spot. And we are also trying to test the new nav on autopilot. So Dawn is in autopilot over here, and it's not very busy.
Yeah, this was a good way to go.
So we can't, I-40, when we're headed from the mall back over to the school, we'll have a little bit more opportunity for lane changing and maybe going around slow vehicles or stuff like that.
Yeah.
So we've gone down to 69 back behind this truck, but Dawn still has autopilot max speed set for 75. So from our perspective, I guess right this minute she's doing what she always does, and she's just turning into grandma behind the slow vehicle in front of us.
Right. And I got 2 guys zooming up on me.
Dawn asked the car to change lanes to the right lane, and she did that no problem.
Yep, she's behaving so far the same that I recollect her always behaving. Which is good.
Now take exit 67 on the right.
So you had to do that.
Yep.
She was not going to do it.
Nope.
So we haven't had any luck so far in getting any of the new features to work, even though we're on the right release and we're troubleshooting. So this is where we're pretty sure the Tesla supercharger over here at South Point is going. And right now it's a bunch of chain link fence pieces that have been put up, and not a whole lot of anything else. Not even any delivered parts with Tesla boxes. So, but it looks promising. It looks promising. Yeah, would love to see some boxes with some Tesla labels on it. That would be a clincher. That would clinch the deal. So we're called Tesla to ask what's going on with Ruby and the nav on autopilot, and we're on hold, and that's okay. But meanwhile, they've given us 2 pieces of advice that we haven't quite heard before, mostly because we've never had to wait to get through because we are having roadside issues, and this is just a general inquiry. It's good they pick up quicker for roadside. But they said if you're buying a new Tesla, give it 3 days for your phone app to start working before you call. That was news to us, that 3 days, but that's good advice. That's good advice. And then the other thing is that, you know, if you think you have an MCU issue, they want you to park, put your foot on the brake, and press in and hold the scroll wheels until you see the Tesla T. Basically do a reboot, because we do know that fixes a lot of stuff. So their automated message says to do that now. So that's good advice though, while you wait, because you might fix your problem and then not need to stay on the line. Tesla support did come on the line, and we talked to a nice gentleman there. You know, they're always so knowledgeable and polite, even when they don't have good news for you. And apparently we failed something in the calibration that's supposed to allow this new function to work, and therefore our owner's manual didn't get updated with the feature, and our screen didn't get updated with the feature, but there were no error messages that we knew of. So we just assumed that the feature was, we had the right version for the feature. So we're gonna have to either go up to the service center, schedule an appointment, or have mobile service come out, one of the two. And I'm just frustrated because I wanted to really film it today. I get tired of like the very last feature. See, it felt like I was one of the last people to get it, and everyone on YouTube had talked about it. So who even cared if I even mentioned it by the time I got it? And I was really sort of excited that we've gotten it fairly early this time.
Yeah.
And that John and I had the time this afternoon, you know, to go out for a nice drive and demo the feature and talk about it, let you know what we thought about it, but we can't do that because Ruby's on the right level but not able to use that feature right now. We don't have it on Sapphire yet, so I don't know.
I was going to say, apparently the calibration was something that ran when it installed. I don't think it was a calibration that you drive around and it calibrates that way. This was some kind of a check or something that it must have ran when it installed, because I've not heard anybody else say, oh, well, the button was grayed out, and then after I drove a few minutes.
Right, this is not like the, you just picked up your Tesla for the first time and you're waiting for autopilot to calibrate calibration. This was some sort of a test during the install of the release that Ruby failed, apparently. I haven't seen the logs for myself. Again, can I please see the log?
Well, he did say he saw an indication that the calibration was unsuccessful. So whatever this little sanity check that the software was doing, it came up with the wrong answer.
Right, well, I'm just glad. I really appreciate, you know, on the one issue, on the one hand, I wish the car had flagged an error so I wouldn't have gotten the car with Dawn to do this test, assuming we had all the functions and trying to learn about them, but we didn't. On the other hand, I'm really thankful that she failed the calibration and I can still get in my car and run and drive this morning without any problems whatsoever. It didn't brick my car or give me an error message that prevented me from driving my car or any of those other things. But you know, we did have that funky surround issue, what was it, about 3 weeks ago? That was a one-time thing where she told me she couldn't provide me the side view, basically the surround view of the car. So maybe that's related. Maybe we've really had a little something going on for a while now, and mostly everything was working okay. I don't know, we'll find out. I'm sure, you know, fixing one of the sensors or one of the cameras is not a big deal. So hopefully we can get that sorted out. And just wanted to say, there are some other people out there on Reddit that also reported that they don't, you know, they put on the release. So we're not the, I know we're not the only ones that had this happen. There are, I think every time they put on these major updates, there's some subset of cars that need to have some service issue addressed before the new release works properly, and we've not ever had that happen before, but you know, unfortunately this time it did. But I know there are at least a few other US drivers out there with the same issue. So they've made really good progress over here with the cement in the middle of the road, and it looks like the new railroad crossings are installed on both sides and the old ones have been removed. So I'm hopeful before Black Friday that this intersection will be fixed here leading into our local Walmart in Fuquay. Don just pulled Ruby in, let me and Johnny out first, and one of our viewers asked to see a picture of the cars in the garage with the doors open. So I'll take a picture in a minute, but for now here's a video that shows them both in there. Don's plugging Ruby in for me because I'm not going back out today in Ruby. We're going to take the van when we go trick-or-treating here in a little while. Thank you, Donnie.
You're welcome, pretty girl.
Well, one of the things Michelle got him was this really cute Halloween Pikachu. Yeah.
Choo-choo.
a couple of updates. So Don and I have been fooling with my robot, you know, that Lego robot, and he helped me fix a couple problems I had with it. God, we work on it for like 90 minutes.
Yeah.
I'm thinking it was like at least 90 minutes we worked on it, but it's working. All of it's working now. And I heard from Raleigh Service in an email, and they are checking to see what's going on with Ruby. And I got a notification on my phone that Sapphire had the update. So we gave permission for the update to go on. It failed from the phone. I don't know why. I just got in the car and started. I was already in the garage with my phone anyway. So we were working on the robot, and Sapphire was making a lot of noises, and she flashed the lights and clicking sounds, and there was a lot of stuff going on with that update. If you're around to hear it, it's pretty loud. So we're in the car, the update is complete, and we've got the Nav on Autopilot beta release notes up, which is a little different than what we saw on, is a little different than what we saw on Ruby. And now we have customized navigate on autopilot, and we can turn on navigate on autopilot. Yes, we agree. We understand it's a beta. We'll promise we'll be careful. So we have it on Sapphire now. This is the extra option we were supposed to see between auto steer and summon.
Shh. Go Mad Max.
Well, it's your your profile. You handle it however you want to. So you know, it's Halloween and it's dark, and we're not going to get to try it out tonight, but we got it, and we'll try it out tomorrow. We'll try it out tomorrow. Maybe not on the morning school run, but maybe in the middle of the day again. We'll see. Got robotics tomorrow afternoon. We will try it tomorrow though. I'm really sorry that today's try on Ruby didn't work out. So I think we'll be maybe asking for a key fob.
I want my X key fob to work with my Model 3.
I just don't want to have to deal with, I don't know. I probably want a key fob. See how expensive they are. And while we're at it testing the nav on AP, we'll get the dash cam going too. I've got Johnny over there and his robot costume back there. And I was gonna change into a kitty cat shirt and put some ears and a tail on, and it's just not happening tonight. First stop, Miss Kelly's house. How you doing in there, buddy?
Okay.
Show me your special thing, Johnny.
Candy probability 1,000.
That's cute. Johnny, do we dare go to this house?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know. I think I'm afraid.
What's up with the robot?
Very creepy eyes.
Well, Johnny has been very popular as Mr. Robot tonight. All the kids think he's a real robot.
It's not your typical off the rack costume. I love your.
He wants to show you. Oh, you're looking, buddy. What would you like, bud?
Okay,
Twix.
So this is chocolate. This is not chocolate, and this is like allergy stuff. So you can have two.
What would you like, buddy?
Trick or treat.
Whoa! What are you?
Robot.
What are you?
Robot.
That is so cool. Did you make that?
Yes.
Awesome. Is that like a science project or something?
Yes.
That's a great costume. Good job. I'm going to give you extra for that one.
Thank you. Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween. Have fun. Be careful down those. You're going to get 2 dum-dums.
Thank you.
You're very welcome.
Have a good night.
Yeah, next year you need to move the fog machine right in front of there. That might even make it more scary. Tears out of the fog.
Wow, look at this costume. There's somebody that put a lot of thought in this.
Okay, now you got a choice.
He needs help to see in here.
Cauliflower or candy?
Or candy.
He does like cauliflower though,
okay.
But not on Halloween.
Yep,
Thank you.
One piece.
One step backward, buddy. One step back down. There you go.
Oh, has anyone taken the cauliflower yet?
Thank you.
Happy Halloween.
It's just now smoky.
To the right, to the right, to the right you go. We stopped by to visit some friends and they have this great fire going here.
Okay, come here, kiddos. We have candy over here.